Today is Saturday, September 17th, 2022. It is also day 222 of Blender. And today I'm going to try to replicate this room by Polygon Runway. And whatever I can't replicate, like the plant, I for sure cannot do that. I'll just watch the tutorial and see how he did that. So I'm going to open up Blender. And the first thing I would want to do is click on general and then just import my reference image. I just took a screenshot of the actual picture. But before that, I have to go to edit, preferences, add-ons, and make sure that I'm able to actually import image as planes. So make sure that's on. And then I can do Shift A and go to image and then image as planes. And that's going to allow me to import this image over here. And I'm just going to do G to grab and then X to grab along the X-axis, which is the red one. Go to material preview and I'm able to see it. And then I'll go and select the cube and then press X to delete it. And then I'll do Shift A, mesh, and add a plane. And then at this point, I'm going to go to edit mode, edge select, and select these two edges here while holding Shift, and then press E and then Z at the same time to extrude along the blue line, which is the Z axis. And how do I know that? Because I can see the color and then the letter here in this little toggle. Okay, so then I'll go back into object mode, go to this wrench icon, which is modifiers, and add a solidify modifier. Increase it by, I don't know, 0.08 or something. I think that's good. Even thickness, and then apply that. And so then I'm going to go into edit mode, go to face select, select this face, and then press X to delete the face. And then I'll go and select the face at the bottom and then do Shift D to make a copy and then escape to let it go and then right click and then, nope, not right click, P to parent, and it's going to make, it's just going to make it into its own mesh by selection. And so now if I go into object mode, I go to the outliner, which is where all of my things are here. And I'm just going to call this the walls. I'm going to call this one here the floor. And just for neat purposes, I'll call this the reference image. Okay, and so now I have pretty much everything going on for me. And then as for the floor, I think it's like paneling, right? So what I'll do is I'll go into edit mode, I'll select this face, and then I'll just do Control R, and then I'll do, let's say 20, right? And then do that. Escape. Oops, what did I do? Control Z. Okay, Control R to add a loop cut, and then click on, 20. Right click and then left click to confirm. And then at this point, I'll go ahead and click on the alternating edges. So I'll make sure I'm in edge select and then select like this one, and then this one, and then this one, and this one, and so on and so on. Hopefully I didn't miss one. And then I'm going to press on X and then dissolve the edges. And then I'm going to select everything and I'm going to go to mesh and then split the faces by the edges. And then I'm going to click on P to separate by loose parts. So then now if I go into object mode, each panel is its own thing. Now if I go into edit mode, oops, I would actually want to select each panel here and then do Control J to join them, right? And then I'll go to modifiers, add a solidify modifier. The thickness, I don't know. Could be something like that. I can't even tell. Let me go to solid mode and go to random so I could see the different colors here. So it's definitely a lot more. Trying to get it the same height as the thing here. Kind of about that, right? 0.08. I think that's how I had it, right? Even thickness, and then I'll go into a bevel, so add a bevel modifier, and then we can see the panels. And then really, let me go to material preview, okay, or not, I think it's better to see it this way. And then just the amount could be 0.005, so it's not that much of, bevels. And then let's do segments 2. And then at the bottom here, I'll go to shading and then make sure harden normals is on. And then it says enable auto smooth and object data properties. So I'll go to object data properties And I think under normals, enable that. Right click shade smooth. There we go. And so I have my little paneling here. So I'm going to go to material preview, and I believe the color that he uses is kind of like a brown one. I'm just going to go to materials, new, and add a base color. Just kind of about there. I'll change it later, just kind of darken it. So I'll do that. And really, what I could also do is definitely fix this because it's clipping through. So I can select it and then I can just do S and then X to kind of do that, and then S to scale, and then Y and do that, right? Just kind of move it a little bit there. And so now we're good with the floor. It could be better though. And I probably would, I don't know, I would probably give it a different material, but we'll see. Okay, what's the next thing that I would want to do? The easiest thing I think right now is the little coffee table, or not. I think no, the what do you call it? The other table. So I'll do Shift A mesh and then add a. I don't know. Do I want to do a cube or let's do a cube? And then let me go ahead and scale that way down. Turn on snapping. Make sure snapping is to face project, and then do G Z. So that just makes it snap to the nearest face. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, and then I'll just scale it even more than that, kind of about here, then do GC to snap it to the space down here, and then scale it on the x-axis, which is the red axis, and then it looks to be, let's see, how does it even look like? Let me just scale up the image so I can see it better. Um, so it's kind of, not totally straight, it's kind of like larger on one side, and then it's leaning a little bit on the other side. So I think we could do that. I think I could do that. So let me just go into edit mode and then select this face over here and delete it by pressing X, right? And then just make sure I go back in object mode and kind of just turn off snapping and just do G to grab it in Z just to have that a little bit there. And then in edit mode, if I turn on X-ray, I think I'm able to grab, maybe like I can do like a, let's do a control R and put a loop cut, like maybe right here and then one over here. And then I can just go ahead and grab this and maybe just scale it on the Z. So it becomes kind of like just how it is there. I just want to see if I could do, no, it's going to do something like that. Let me do Control R again, kind of move it here, select these, and then scale on the Z axis, S and Z. I just want it to be proportional. So I guess what I could do is turn on proportional editing. And let's see. There we go, much better. So now it's kind of, doing its thing. Right, so now it's kind of doing it proportionally to its previous shape. Something like that would be good, right? Although, I still want it to be flat on the floor. So I'll just select these faces, and then I'll do GZ to bring them. Nope, let me turn off proportional editing, and do GZ to bring them down. Or what I could do, because they're not, let's see, I can do E and then Z, but that's not going to be, turn on face, GZ to bring it down. It's still going to kind of overlap. So maybe just selecting these faces here, and then doing, why is it not letting me select the faces? Okay. And then just doing GC to bring that down. Right, and then selecting this space here at the bottom. And then doing GZ to bring that down. Oh, but then it affects that. You know what? Can't I just select these? You know what? I can cheat a little bit. Just kind of have it here. And I could just bring this down, I guess. And it will still go like how do you say it? On the floor, like it's going through the floor, but nobody's gonna see that. Okay, let's just move that up. All right, back into object mode. That's kind of what it is right now. Do GZ to kind of have it in that shape. It's not even on the floor anymore. Okay, turn on snapping and then do G and then Y to make sure that it snaps to the wall, and then GZ, make sure it snaps to the floor. Okay, so now it's flat. Beautiful. And let's see. It has a few books. Do I want to do the books now, or do I not want to do the books? No. Let me do the main structure things first. So let's do the TV next. Um, You know what I just noticed? The table is actually extruding. Like the edge actually extrudes. So I think I'm gonna have to, oh yeah. So I think I'm gonna have to make this its own thing. Like do control, let's see. I can do control J. Nope. Control P. No, that's not exactly what I want to do. Oh, shift D, there we go. Escape and then control P. Why is it, I'm not selecting the vertex though. Why is it like that? Okay, shift D to make a copy, and then escape, and then control P, I guess. What? It's not letting me. I'm trying to make a copy of this, and then make it its own object. Oh, not control P, it's P. No wonder. Okay, P by selection. Now it's its own thing. In object mode, so I'm going to call this, which one is it? This is the table. And then the thing at the top, I'm going to call this the top of the table. I don't know. I'm not good with names. And then I'll just go to, let's say, let me go to solid view mode so I could see it a bit better. Turn off X-ray. So this is what it's looking like. And then really the top part, which is the top of the table, is actually extruded. So I'm going to add a solidify modifier, kind of extrude it maybe this way. And then not only is it extruded, but it's also extended. So this face here, let me do face select. Oh, I have to apply it first. So let me apply it and then now, oops, I can't apply here in edit mode. So let me apply it in object mode, back in edit mode, select this face, and then it is actually extruded on the x-axis just a little bit. Right, so that is what it's looking like here. Let me look at the image again. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. So yeah, that kind of fixed there. Kind of like that. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now moving on to the TV. The TV is literally just a box. It's literally a box. Okay, so you know what would help? If I could rotate this on the x-axis by 90 degrees. No, y-axis. Z-axis. There we go. GZ, just kind of have it GY and then GX to have it right here. It's a little bit easier for me to see. So yeah, the TV is kind of just a box, so I'll do that. So I'll do Shift A plane. It's more of a plane than a box, and then rotate on the X 90 degrees. So what I'm pressing is R and then X and then 90. Scale that down by a lot. GZ to bring that here. Scale on the Y axis. Nope, on the X axis. And then just scale even more. And it's more rectangular, so S and then Z to kind of scale on the z-axis, which is the blue line. And then I think that's fine, just do G and then X to move it kind of towards the center. And then I would just go into edit mode and then press I to inset and just kind of do that. Maybe just do that and then S and then X over here. So it kind of looks like a frame, but not really. And then I'll do Shift D and then escape and then P by selection. So separating by selection, making its own object. So then here I'll call this the actual TV, and then this could be the actual TV screen, right? Yeah, so where are we going from here? I don't know. Let me go to solid view mode. I literally cannot see anything in material preview. The reason I'm in material preview, by the way, is so I could see the image because you can clearly see it's not there when I'm in solid view mode. But then I'll go here and add a solidify modifier. And just give it some thickness, right? And then I think it's, let me see, I think it's beveled a little bit, or maybe not. I don't think it's beveled, or maybe it is. I can't tell. Add a bevel, maybe. Whoops, nope. Maybe like a 0.02. Maybe, maybe not. something like that. Why did the... There we go. Actually, it's not even appearing anymore. Do I have to apply the Solidify modifier? Oh no, I think it's fine, right? Okay, apply that. What just happened? Oh, it's because the screen isn't applied. Apply that. Okay, now I have my TV, right? Beautiful. Okay, and then back in material preview, let me just see. Let me give it a material actually. So I'll go to material properties, click on new, base color, make it black, and then it's making everything black because I have to go to object, relations, make single user. Actually, let me do Control Z and then do that. Object, relations, make single user, materials. So it's just separating by material. And then now if I do black, it's not going to change the inside, which I can't even see anymore because it's all the way in. Oh, you know why that happened? Because I applied the bevel to the entire thing instead of, ah, that's an issue. Let me do Control Z 5,000 times then to get rid of the bevel. Hopefully I don't make a mistake. I'm so like, I can't even see anything. Okay, I think that's fine, right? Okay, so let me apply this. And then, oh no, that's not what I wanted. Let me apply a Solidify modifier, do that, but I need it to be worn on the outside. There we go. Something like, oh no, but it's still solidify. This is so annoying. Okay, whatever. Let me just, huh. Okay, so you know what? It doesn't really matter. I can fix this. So I'm just gonna still apply this anyway, and then in edit mode, I'll just select this and just extrude it backwards, literally, or just do G and then what is it, Y to go backwards so that this thing pops up again. And see, everything's fine. All right. Although I don't. Oh, you know why? It's because the other thing. Okay, hold on. Let me get the TV screen and then do G. Let me go back into object mode and then just do G, turn on snapping, and then do GY. So it snaps to the face, turn off snapping, and then do GY just a little bit like this so that I just see it right there. Right, okay, there we go. There's my TV. Okay, beautiful. You know, now it looks like a frame. I'm not even sure I like it. Hmm. Do I want to redo this? I think it has to do with the bevel. Let me redo this real quick. So Shift A, mesh plane, RX90, scale on the X by pressing S and then X, and then scale just generally a little bit more, GZ to bring that here. Scale on the Z. So it's kind of like that. GY. Okay. And then maybe I should add the solidify first. So something like this. 0.12 even thickness, apply that, and then add a bevel, increase the segments, increase this or whatever. I'm not even sure. I don't even know if I want a bevel. I really don't. Let me not do a bevel. Okay, and then I'll go into edit mode and then select this face here, and then again I to inset, and then oh yeah, and then do Shift D, right? Escape, and then P by selection, and then I'll just delete this stuff here. Okay, and then this over here again is a TV screen, and then this over here is the TV. Okay, beautiful. There we go. And then now I'll just go ahead and make the two things go and snap here. So G and then Y. But I don't think okay, turn on, snapping, and then GY. There we go. So that's what it's looking like. Let me just go to material preview, see what that looks like. So the TV should be bigger actually. So let me do scale that up. Or not. I think the table is what needs to be bigger. So scale that on the x-axis. So it looks like this. And then, but it needs spacing for the plant. And then the TV, let me go to material, solid view mode. All right, scale that. And then let me go and back to material preview. And really what I'm looking at is like backlighting. So there's like LED lighting. So really it's not necessarily snap to the wall. So I'll just have to turn snapping off and then do GY and kind of do something like that and just pretend it's like floating or something. And then on the back I would have to put in like light. So the TV on the back actually, I'll have to go into edit mode and then select this face at the back and then do Shift D, escape, and then P by selection to make it its own thing. And then go and give it its own like emission material. So it's going to be, I'm going to say LED light. I'm going to call it. Okay. So it's going to be that. So let me actually start doing that. So material preview, not material preview, material properties. Um, and then click on the LED light itself is going to be an emission instead of a principal BSDF. And then the strength, we can do something like that. And then the color could be blue just for now. I'm going to kind of change it later. And the reason we don't see anything happening is because bloom needs to be on. And then I need to be in render preview. And then it's happening. You can clearly see it happening. It's blue at the back. But I feel like if I just were to delete this, then I'll be able to see it. But I need it to be so much more stronger than it already is right now. I need it to be like real strong. So I'll go to LED light, go to material preview, and just increase the strength. I don't know, let's try 100. Even then, I still don't see it. I see it, but I don't see it. I need it to like really bloom. What if I go to this, click ambient occlusion? It's happening, but like I don't see it. So maybe what I can do, if I go and click on LED light and just scale it, I'll be able to see it like this, kind of like that. And then, so I'm scaling it a little bit, right? It could be a shadow. It doesn't have to be, Right, that works because it's kind of working as a shadow. And then go back to material and then just decrease the strength a bit and then even scale it a bit more and do something like, I don't know, 20 or 10 and then scale it just a tiny bit less. Okay, so something like that. And then the screen itself, let me see. I'm gonna go to material preview. The screen itself, it's a picture of something. So maybe I can search up a picture of something also. All right, and then I think I'm gonna use this one. This is like one of my favorite movies from when I was a child. It's like so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this image, and I'm gonna use this as like the background image or whatever. I'm gonna call it, I don't know, TV screen. Put that in there. Hopefully saved as a JPEG, right? And then I'll go into the TV screen and go to new, and then instead of a base color, I'm gonna select this yellow button here. And then image texture, and then go to open, and then open up that image, TV screen, and then beautiful, and I'm able to see that. But here's the thing, I need it to emit. So really, I need this to be an emission surface. Um, let's see, color, image texture, open, desktop. There we go. Now it works. So instead of doing the first step, just make sure it's emission, and then the color, instead of it being a color, just put the image in there instead of doing like base color and whatnot. So now I see that, which is amazing. And then let me see. I would want actually the color of the LED to actually be orange now. Doing my own spin on it. Ooh, this is so cute. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Literally, my favorite, like, Barbie was like my favorite. Like, everything Barbie, that was me. Literally, like, I love Barbie. Well, I used to. Well, I still do. I love the movies. I watch them all. Anyway, that's besides the point. Let me finish this. So, all right. And then, let's see what else. Okay, so the thing. What do you call it? The painting, whatever. So I'll do that. Shift A mesh plane. This should be easy. RX90, right? Nope. Actually X actually 90 again. No. No, not, okay. Like everything's going all over. 90. So then Y. So rotation Y 90. No, Z. Okay, there we go. Now, okay, scale this down, GZ, bring it up, scale on the Y, and then scale on the Z, so S and then Z, kind of have something like this, shrink it, and then just turn on snapping, and then snap it to the wall, so do G and then X, and then do GZ, and then turn off snapping and go to modifiers and add a solidify modifier. All right, so I went into the description box and he has the wall art linked, so I'm just gonna download it and I'm gonna go here, right? And I don't know why. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to material preview, not material preview, material properties, click on add, and then for the base color, I'll do image texture and then open up that download here, which is this one. And there we go. Beautiful. I think it's way larger than what it is right now. So I'll just, whoa, scale that up. Why is it like that? So scale it up and then delete this again and open it up again. I wonder why it's, oh, let me go ahead and, oh, that's why. Even thickness. And then let me do 1 instead of 0.35 and decrease that by a lot. So 0.02 would be fine. Let me apply that and then I think that's good. And then there's even a light going, which, wait, how does that make sense? There's a light at the top. I don't even know where it's coming from, but it's kind of like a triangular shaped. So I'm assuming the ceiling has an imaginary light. So I guess I'll do that. So I'll do Shift A and then, I don't know, do I want to do a cylinder and then do like 3 sides, so it's a triangle. So it kind of gives off that stuff. And then Ngon, nope, none. Nope, none. Where's the thing? Nothing? Okay, there we go. And then just scale that, GZ, and then S and then Z. And then I guess I'll just, how is it again? So maybe rotate it? I don't know. Scale that, GX, GZ, and I think it's on the Z 90 or yeah, kind of like that. And then just do GX and maybe scale it a lot downwards and then GX. Okay, there we go. And then GZ to bring it all the way up. And then I guess GX again. And then for this, it's light. So I'm going to go to material properties, click on new surface. It's going to be emission because it's going to emit light. Strength, something like that. Let me see what it's looking like. How do I want it to be like 100, but it's not going to be strong enough. You know what I could do though? What if I just shift A and add a light? Like, that could be something. Let's see. Light, a point, scale that. Nope, GZ. It's too strong. Something like that could be good, but I don't want it to be too. How do I diffuse it in a like certain way? Like in a certain. Oh, there we go. Is that how you do it? Ah, that's how you do it. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Now me learning something. Um, so yeah, it's kind of like that. So, okay, so new thing I learned today. So if I want to do something like this, I don't really need this. Let me delete it. I just need a light. I can turn it into a spot and then I can kind of scale it to how I want it. Or how I want it to, give light, and it'll just give light in that format. and then just do GC, and I'll kind of center that a little bit more, and then continue doing that, Control A, apply the scale. And then I think if I decrease, let's see, let me kind of play around with this stuff. So decrease the power, it does that. I could do this. And then even then I can move, oh, there we go. So this makes it more, this makes it less. So this here would be a little bit better. And I think that's kind of what happens here, except that the light is way stronger. So I'll do like a lot of strength here. And then just kind of close this so it's way smaller. And then just do GC to bring that up and make it more stronger, like 58 or something like that. All right, so that's kind of one thing to do, so it's really nice. Yeah, so yeah, and I'll just go ahead and make the color the same color as this one. All right. So that's one thing. I just don't like the way that it's also doing it to the floor. That might not be the best for me. Hmm. Oh, there we go. So decrease that. Or I could just do G. I don't know. I kind of want it to be like this. Let me just see. So it is kind of reaching the floor a bit, but it's not really that much. I can blend. So that's, I don't know. You don't really see it unless I do this, but then that makes it way bigger. I don't need it to be that big. Let me just play around until it looks nice. I think that's fine. I don't know. V and then X to kind of do that a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now it's not that bad. All right, and let me just start with a few other materials. So in the description box, he gives us the floor texture and the wood texture. So I'm just gonna go and download the floor texture. Um, okay, which one? Which one does it look like? I don't know. Maybe like this dark pink one? I can't tell. Um, it looks to be, I think because of the lighting, it's darker, but maybe it's like a lighter color. Yeah, it's lighter. So it looks something like maybe this. It's smooth. So I can download the 4K version of that. And then what else? Oh, that's nice. This is like a whole library of even like, including ambient CG. Okay, and then the wood textures. Mm, maybe something like this. That's too like grainy. I could download the 4K version of that and then just wait. Hmm. Let me just go back to the end. Um, I guess it's fine. I think there's even an extrusion on the back of the table. Whatever. Okay. What else? So the couch is something I'm like dreading to do right now. Let me do Control S because I haven't even saved this. So 9, 17, 22. All right, and then I'm just gonna select this one and just move all of these. Actually, let me see my desktop. Let me delete these. Actually, I don't think I should delete them. Um, Whatever. Let me just move all of these into my desktop. and hopefully I know what's what. And I'll create a new folder. I'm going to call it blank, and then just select all of these and put them into the plank folder. Just make sure I don't select the screenshots. And then I'll do the same thing for the wood. So move these to desktop, create a new folder, call it wood or something, and then just move these into there. Okay, and then in Blender, make sure I do Control S and then go to shading, and then I'll look, actually I'll select the floor, right, and I'll click on the Principled BSDF. By the way, for this to work, go to Edit, Preferences, add-ons, and make sure Node Wrangler is on. If that isn't on, this won't work. So you also have to make sure you're clicking on Principled BSDF. So then Control-Shift-T, right, and then go to that folder. So what did I select again? The floor? Okay. I don't know. Was that the wood? No, this was the table. So desktop, and I think I called it, what did I call it? The plank. So select that, and then shift select that, and then select principled texture setup, and then wait for it to actually show up. Okay, so it looks a little weird, and I think that has to do because of the UV. So maybe let me go to UV editing, and then select this. And I think what I would have to do is definitely enlarge this. So I'll do G to grab and move it over here. This is basically the actual material, and then this is the face. I just need to make sure it takes in everything. Let me see what it looks like now. Huh. So now it's looking really odd. I'm so confused. Eh. If I go to UV editing, let me do Control Z to how it was. Maybe what I have to do to make it better is rotate it. So select everything and then just rotate 90 degrees. And then just do G and just put that in here. And then let me see if it's better. So weird. Yeah, it's definitely better, but then it's not letting me do it for each and every single one of them. Because that's how it's supposed to look like. But it's not looking like that right now. UV editing. Are there like multiple ones? I think there are. Oh, there is. Oh my god, I have to do them for all of them. Oh, that's why. Okay, so just select all of them, I guess. Oh no. Let me do Control Z, start again. Have this back to where it was. I'm literally so confused. Okay. Layout. Okay, and then if I go back into UV editing, there we go, but I don't want it to be there. Oh, this is so annoying. Let me just go back. What? I don't even know what just happened. I hate UV editing. I really do. All right, so now I'm gonna take these. I'm just trying to desperately, like, literally, it's not letting me select everything. Okay, there we go. If I select these and I just rotate them like so, it's gonna fix the problem. But then I'm gonna have to select these individually. And okay, so let me select this one, and this one, and then rotate this. Oh no. If I rotate this, it's selecting this one twice. And I don't need that. So let me just go ahead and rotate. No, now it's selecting the back one. This is so annoying. There we go, I finally got it. So 90 degrees, and then I don't know where to put it here. I can't even tell. Oh, is it here? It's this one, right? Okay, there we go. I think I finally got it. So layout, let me see. There we go, I got it. Yes, now it looks normal. Beautiful. Okay. Yep, beautiful. And then the only thing I don't like is just that over here looks more broad. Here it looks less broad. I don't know. Could I just change the color? What if I delete the color? And just give it a base color of kind of like a darker, and it still has the same texture. It's just that it's not, the same color. You know what I need to do? Do some lighting here because everything is really dark. Um, so I see that there's lighting within the plant. So maybe I'll do Shift D and then just put one in here. So G and then Y to kind of put one here. So that works out there. There's also lighting. The TV really has a lot of light. So maybe the TV, which is like the actual TV screen, can emit a lot more than that. I just wish that it was more powerful. Um, oh, I can't control the strength. Oh, I can. But it's not, it's just making it more like that. I needed to like light up the room and it's not really doing that. Um, so I wonder how to do that. Maybe I could select, I don't know. Hmm, I really don't know. Let me see. How did he do the lighting there? Right, he had a thing there. Oh, he did use that. Ah, he used multiple lights in multiple areas. Okay, so let me do that. I haven't tried areas before. Shift A, light, and then area, and then GZ or something. Oh, okay. And then rotate 90 degrees, maybe like that. And then do something like this, and then just rotate kind of this way, and then do GY, GY, GZ. I'm not even sure. Scale it down. What the? Why does it have to be so? I don't even know what to do with this, honestly. Okay. Okay, let me just delete that. I just generally don't even know what to do with that. Shift A, light, and then area, BZ, and then GX, and then maybe rotate on the Y. But it's just not doing anything. Or is it the opposite thing here? What if I do this? Oh, that's what it does. Okay, so maybe rotate a little bit more upwards. And then let's do a little bit farther away. Or maybe a little bit like this. And then do Shift D, and then maybe just do G and then Y. And then rotate it. No, let me do G, Y, move it here, and then GX to grab it here, and then rotate it on the Z. Let's do 270. There we go. And then just have it a little bit closer like this, so GY, something like that. I just don't want it to be too, I don't know, light. It needs to be way darker than that. It's just the flooring. I want the floor to be more lighter. I could just do Shift A, mesh, and then let's do a plane, scale that, GZ to bring it down, and then scale that even more, and then go into, let's say, edit mode, and then select one of the edges. It really doesn't matter. So edge select, and then select the edge, E and then Z to extrude along the Z axis. And then back in object mode, I'll go to modifiers, add a bevel to increase these things, and then arrow apply, and then just I would rotate it on the Z, kind of like this, because that's where I'm gonna take my little picture. So maybe rotate it on the Z a little bit more like so, and then scale it on the Y, right? And then what I would do is I would go to here and then click on new, metallic 1, and then color black, or not, maybe not that black, but like blue, right? And then roughness 0, so it's like shiny. And then my thing is, I'm trying to get this thing to work here. This like glowing effect. It needs to be, it just needs to be dark, honestly. What if I decrease the strength? It doesn't even have strength. What if I decrease the strength of this? It doesn't do anything. So where's the light coming from? This here, this light. So what if I decrease the strength of that? No, that does absolutely nothing. So where in the world? Oh, is it this? No, I doubt it. Oh, it is. So let me do Control Z. Just do G and then Y. Can have something like that. And then the color should be something like this color here. I actually need it to be like a bright red. So maybe this. You know what? Oh my god, let me just get. There we go. Okay, so color, hex, paste that in there. Alright, and then I'll do the same thing for this one. Nope, wrong thing. Let me do Control Z. Where's the back of the table? LED light. Just paste that in there. And then this light over here would also be that color. Maybe the strength. Something like that. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm just looking at this and it says that the size is 5.15 meters of the light. So I guess I'll do that. Uh, And then I'll just, where did it even go? Oh, I can't even see anything. Okay, so 5.15. So GZ, oh, it's because everything else is it's sized up. That's why. Oh no. And then this is 500 W. Ah, there we go. I was wondering. Okay. Yeah, that's the point. But definitely make this so much more smaller than it is. And then just do GZ. But it's not really gonna. Oh my god, this is so annoying. I do something like that. The size really isn't what it's. Well, I'll do something like that. And then maybe I could just do G and then Y. Whoops, nope. G and then Y to move it kind of this way. Do something like that. I think that's fine. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. And then this, I'm just gonna delete. Actually, maybe not delete it, but maybe do 500 also. Whoa, and then change the color to be red, and just definitely move it on the x-axis by a lot. And then increase the size, even though I'm not even sure what that does. Um, I mean, I guess it's okay. I think that's fine. And then this thing could even be red as well, or something like that. All right, and then as for the actual TV, I would want it to, where even is it? The TV here. Let me go give it a material. I'm gonna give it a base color of black. Make sure that it's metallic, roughness, like it's kind of zero, so it's shiny, so it's looking more like a TV. And then this is looking a little bit, how would I say it? There we go. I think that would be better. You know, this because it was looking a lot like very strict. How do you say it? Like very firm, and I need it to be like more blurry. So maybe what if I did 100? Hmm, that's interesting. Okay, so that's good. 100 is good. And then let me do Control S to save, and then let me give these things their own material. So I'm gonna go to shading, and then I'll click on new, and then I'll click on the principled BSDF, and then can do Control Shift T, and then go to desktop, and I don't even remember, was it wood? Yeah, select these, and then apply the principled texture setup, and then I'm going to just wait for it to happen, I guess. There we go, and then I'm gonna call it wood, and then I'll go and click on here and do new and just choose the wood material because I don't want to do it again. There we go. And then obviously you see clipping because it's actually really, really, really clipped or snapped to the y-axis, not to the y-axis, to the wall. So I'll just do G and then Y to kind of turn off snapping, and then do GY to do a little bit kind of like this. That'd be good. And then let me see what that looks like. It looks more like cardboard. I don't even know if I like that. I could do something, it feels like bad quality. I could do something that's more high quality if I could just find one. Let me just find my own materials. Where is it? So let me go back to materials and let's see. I want something that's like, you know what? I don't even need it. I don't know. I'm thinking of making it like metal instead. So I think I might do either this one or this one. I'm not sure. Maybe this one. And then download the 4K version of that, and I'll try it out. And if not, then I'll probably try a darker color. I'm not even sure. So let me go ahead and delete this material, and then just wait for this to download. Okay, so now I'm just going to select this and just repeat the same process. So move it to my desktop, create a new folder, call it wood new or something, and just put all of them into here. Put that into here. Go to Blender, click on New. As I'm clicking Principled BSDF, I'll do Control Shift T, and then find that folder. And there we go. And so then I'll just go to the top and then click on New. And as I'm clicking Principled BSDF, I'll do Control Shift T, and then do Shift and select everything. And then the last thing I would want to pay attention to is textures have a really, or at least UV editing has a really big part in textures. So you can clearly see that the texture inside here is more spread out than the texture like over here. So to fix that, I would just go into edit mode and then just right click on the face, UV unwrap, and then say smart UV unwrap, and then click OK. And then you'll see the difference between these two, you know, this one and then this one. You can clearly see the difference. So I'll just do the same thing here. So UV unwrap, smart, click OK. Same thing here, UV unwrap, smart UV project, OK. And then right click, same thing, 5,000 times. And then it's looking to be a lot better. And then I think if I do, let's see. I don't even know if that's fine. Okay. And then this one, I can't even tell. I can't see. I don't even think it has anything here. Oh, there we go. So I want to make sure that I do that for these two as well. Okay, beautiful. And then make sure that these are fine. I think right click, UV unwrap, make it better. Even the one at the top, I would also have to do it. So edit mode, right click, UV unwrap. There we go. and even these. Okay, I think that's fine now. All right, so yeah, I guess the only thing that I just noticed, these might need some thickness, like on, like outwards, and they don't have it. I just realized that. Hmm. What if I go to modifiers and add a solidify? It's gonna give it some thickness on the outside, so something like that, right? Whoops. I think that's fine. Let me just go ahead and apply that. Make sure it's even thickness, apply that. Okay, so that's good. And then I guess the only thing, not the only thing, but then we have like, what do you call it? The couch to do, which is a whole other thing. Oh my God. All right, so let me just really quickly follow how he did it. So he starts off with the cube, so I guess I'll do that. Do Shift A, mesh cube, scale, scale on the X, kind of like that, same shape about of the table. GZ, bring that up. G, Y, definitely scale that a little bit more. Actually, I'll just do S and then Z to scale on the Z axis, and then have that there. Okay, what's next? So he loop cuts. How many times did he loop cut? Alright, so apparently I have to, it would probably be best if I just scale this a little bit lower and then do GZ. Okay, so loop cut. So I would have to go into edit mode and then I would have to do Control R and then just do 2 and then right click. Whoa, what happened? No. Okay, back into edit mode and then Control R, 2 and then left click. There we go. And then scale. Oh, not scale. I'm trying to move them. Control R, 2 and then G. Why not let me scale? Control R2, scale on the X. Oh, there we go. Okay, scale on the X. And then do another one, Control R, but then on this way, and then put one over here. There we go. Okay, and then what he did was he went to face select and then selected these faces while holding down shift and then extruded it. I think I did it way too much though. I probably should have probably done GZ to move it kind of like here, right? And then extrude, nope, escape. I want to disconnect this one and then extrude these on the Z. So do something like that, right? Not that much. And then just extrude these ones here at the back. So this one, and this one, and just extrude on the Z as well. So it becomes kind of like this, right? Okay. All right, then at this point, I would want to go back into object mode and go to modifiers, add a subdivision surface, and it's going to deform it a bit. And then just right click shade smooth, and then in edit mode, do Control R, and then just put one in here, drag it all the way to here, do another Control R over here, drag this one all the way over here, and then finally do Control R kind of at the edge here and drag it all the way to the back. And so now it's looking a little bit better. And then at the bottom, do another Control R here at this edge and just bring this down. And then do another one, Control R here, just bring this upwards here. And then another one over here. And then maybe one over here. Okay, and there we go. Okay, and then now I probably should get out of this view. Let me go back to layout so then I can go back to solid mode and kind of see things a little bit better. So then I'll do Shift A and then, oops, am I in edit mode? Yeah, back to object mode, Shift A, mesh, and then a plane, scale it down, kind of move it over here, turn on snapping, G, so I could kind of move it here, and then definitely scale that on the Y. So it's kind of the size of the couch. So then turn off snapping, and then I would just do, actually turn it back on and then do GZ so it's at the top. And then just do a little bit more of GZ so it's kind of here. And then I'll just do modifier and add a solidify modifier so that it thickens here. Right, something like that. And then I can apply that, and then maybe just do G and then X to move it a little bit over here. And then in edit mode, I do Control R to add loop cuts and then do 3, and I'll do that here. And then Control R, 3 again, and put those there. And then I would have to actually, I think I have to do edge select and then Alt edge these and then Alt edge these as I do Shift Alt to select both of these and then scale them on the X by pressing S and then X, and then these two as well. So Alt this one and then Shift Alt this one and then scale on the Y to kind of scale these this way. And then I can go to face select, select these faces. That's what he did. I'm learning something new because I never knew about this. This is super cool. Ready? So you just right click, and I think you can go to poke faces, and it creates vertices, which is so amazing. So it creates vertices that you could actually work with. And that would like literally poke the faces and then would make kind of like the cushion holes that are, in cushions. So then I'm going to go to vertex mode and then select these middle vertices actually. And then I think I can add a bevel. Whoops, not on these. Hold up. Before doing that, let me go to object mode. Okay, and then add a subdivision surface. So it's looking like that. I'm not even sure how many. Do 3 or 2. And then right click shade smooth. And then go into edit mode. And then for the vertices, click on V. Huh. Okay, and then control B is what he said to do, but then V also. So I have to not only do control B, which adds a bevel to the vertices. Well, first of all, no, it adds a bevel, and then I want it to have the, how do I say this? I want the bevel to actually occur on the vertices, so then I have to do V to make sure that it only does occur on the vertices. And then I would just, I don't know, do I do escape and then make sure that this is individual origins and then scale? I don't even think I could do that. Control B, V, and then scale. No. V, and then scale a little bit. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Whoops. Okay, Control B, and then V. So kind of scale kind of like this. And then turn this to medium point, and then move them down by doing GZ. Whoa, that's really nice. And then Control Plus apparently extends the selection or something. Easy or something. No, that's not exactly what I want. That would be funny. Oh my god, that's actually a really nice way to make, I don't know. Like those like, what do you call those things where you put ice in them to cool? I only know it in Spanish. I don't know how to say it in English. The ice cooler? No, that's not the ice coolers. I don't even know what it's called. Anyway, just move this a bit up, so GZ. Something like that, maybe. Alright, and then let me go to object mode and then do Shift D. Oh, I think I did it way too, wow, I think I did it way too large, the couch. So X over here, right? And then I guess I'll just take the couch and do S and then X to shrink it. And then do GX to have it kind of over here, S and X again. So something like that maybe. Okay, and then, or you know what? It could be that it could just be like this, and I could just scale these. So let me delete this one and then scale this on the X to be a little larger here. And then just move them here on the X, and then do Shift D and put one here on the X. There we go. Okay, so then now for the pillows, I'm going to try, I did this like watching the tutorial, so now I'm going to try to do it without watching the tutorial. So I'll do Shift A mesh plane, scale this down G, Z. Where even is it? Let me turn on something so it snaps over here. All right, scale on the Y to do S and then Y. and then do G, and then just, I don't know, put it here, GZ, so it snaps at the top over here. Scale it even more, GZ, and then S, and then Y, and then GY. Okay, there we go. That's kind of the shape I want to go for. So then, I'll just go to solidify, add some thickness, go to 1 so it goes up, do something like that, right click, not right, what did I just do? Control Z, okay, apply that, and then edit mode, and then I do Control R 3 times, then, okay, put them in here, and then Control R 3 times, put that there, and then again, I'll select, wait, what was I gonna do? Was I supposed to do 2 or 3? Wait, was I supposed to do 2? I think I was supposed to do 2. Hold on, let me do Control R 2 times, put them here, and then Control R 2 times, put them there. And then I guess I'll do Alt, I'll go to Edge Select, and then do Alt select this edge, and then Shift Alt select this one, scale these on the x-axis over here, and then do this one and this one, Alt select these edge, Shift Alt this one, and then scale on the y-axis over here. But then I think I would just need one over here at the middle. And then now I could just select these faces and then right click poke faces and then go into vertex mode and then select the vertices. Well, no, before doing that, object mode and then modifier, subdivision surface, do 2, and then apply that and then right click shade smooth and then go into edit mode. What in the world did I just do? What is this? Oh my god. That was the wrong thing to do. Okay, nope, let me go back. We can't apply that yet. Okay, edit mode, there we go. So then I select the vertices and then I think I can go into Control B and then V and then just kind of have them here. I think I was supposed to do this individual origins first. It doesn't even matter. And then do G and then Z to bring it down a bit. Maybe not that much. Right? And then yeah, that's it. And then object mode, right click shade smooth. Although you can barely see it, but it's there. Maybe I can just go to edit mode and then where do the vertices go, bro? What now? Let me do Control Z. Okay. So make sure this is in individual origins and then G, Z to bring it like downwards here. And then as I'm selecting everything, Control plus and then G and then Z to bring it a little bit upwards like this. And then back into object mode, I can see it more, shade smooth, there we go. Although it's not the best, but whatever. And then R to rotate, X 90, there we go. And then do G to just bring it here, turn on snapping. So G and then Y, there we go. Probably scale this along. Actually, I could do with like 3 of these. So G, would that even make sense to have 3 of them? I don't even think 3 of them fit here. So maybe I could just scale these. Although I don't really want that. Let me just shrink them a bit. Oh, I did do 3? My bad. So let me delete this one, well, let me not delete that one. What in the world? Okay, delete this, and then just do S and then X to scale this a little bit, and then do GX to move it over here a bit, turn off snapping, and then do GX here, and then do Shift D, move one here, Shift D to move one here. So it definitely has to be, you know what, I could just literally shrink this. And then shrink these. And then maybe do GX to move them over here. Okay, and then definitely move these to be way more together. Right, and then these two, just bring them in the back over here. And just bring them down a little bit, GZ. Maybe bring this down a bit. Okay, so it looks a little like that. Let me go to render preview. All right, and that's what it's looking like. So let me do Control S to save. I would just want to make sure that these, if I turn on snapping and then I do GZ, they would snap over here to the kind of the couch here. And then all of these would also snap to the kind of the floor here. Not the floor, what do you call it? The couch. And then maybe this could be a little bit here on the GX. Turn off snapping, GX. And then maybe bring this one down a bit. Okay, so I think this is good. The holes could be a little bit more visible, but they're not. Can I fix it? Not really. All right. Yeah, so then let me just rotate the couch. So I'll just rotate, let's see, along the z-axis, I don't know, 180. That's not what I wanted. How about I just join everything? So Control J to join everything. There we go. So now it's one thing and I can call it a couch. Oh no, I can't do that because the pillows and everything else is going to be different materials. So let me unjoin things. There we go. Can I just rotate things? Like, why is it so hard? Everything is rotating in different directions. Let's, how about 270? I'm so confused. Okay, let me go to here and just, I don't know why that's so hard. Okay, so 180, right? There we go. And then this would also have to be 180. I think they're opposite. I'm truly confused right now. Okay, this rotate 180. This rotate 180. And then this just also rotate 180. This also, and this also. And just select these, turn on snapping, and then do GY so that snaps all the way to the back here. Beautiful. And then I think these are right, okay? These are fine. Maybe these are a little too far back. So G, let me just do this, and then GY to kind of move it here, GY to move it over here. Okay, so I think that's fine. We got our couch now, and then what is the actual material for the couch? That's my question. So let me see. Wait. Oh yeah, it's black. Okay. So it's kind of like a black leather. Can I just like get a, I know I could do it with this, with Blender, but like, why do it if I could just download a material? So let me look at leather. Um, this one looks fine. Ooh, this one. But I just want like pure black leather, like something like that. So let me download the 4K version of that and wait for that to download. And then what else do I need? Let me look at what is the isometric isocam add-on? What is that? Hmm. Wait, what is that? Two kinds of isometric camera. What? Okay, some other day. I guess it's like something to just take a picture or something. I don't even know. Did this thing download? 57 seconds left. All right, so then I'm gonna take these and put them in my desktop and then go to my desktop, create a new folder, call it leather or ouch, it doesn't matter. And then put them all into the leather here. Should I put that in there? And these in here. Okay, so back in Blender, Control S to save, and then I'm going to literally go to the couch and then go to Shading Workspace and then click on New. And then as I'm selecting Principled BSDF, I'll do Control Shift T and then find that folder. And then select the first one, Shift select the last one, and then click on Principled Texture Setup. So it's gonna set up my texture. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. I'm gonna try to fix it. If I can't, I'll just go ahead and make my own material. But I think if let me go to object mode and then apply this. And then I'll go into edit mode and then UV and then smart UV project. Oh no, click on A and then UV, smart UV project. Okay, there we go. But it's more like, I mean, it looks okay. Do I like it? Not really, but whatever. Let me see the actual lighting here for the room. You can clearly see it's very powerful in the back, so it's not that dark. So maybe what I'll do is just bring this closer. All right, and then, I don't know, I don't want to have it look like this. I don't like this texture. Hmm, I'm not sure. Okay, so you know what? I don't think I like it. So I'm just gonna go and click on new and just make it black, honestly. That's so much better. And then just decrease the roughness. And yeah, that's it. So then I'll call this couch and then go here and apply the same material. So I'll go and make it a couch. This one as well. This one as well. Whoops, nope, wrong thing. And this one as well. Okay, so this is my couch. Only thing is, oh, see, it is visible, the things, the holes there. I think in the picture, let me look over here. They have this like armrest, so I guess I'll have to make that too. And I don't know, can I just take Shift D and then do GZ and then just rotate it on the X by 90 degrees? There we go. And then I can just do let me go to solid view mode so I can actually see. Just rotate it maybe on the Z by 90. And then GZ to bring it up. And then GY to move it over here. And then GZ to bring it even more up. And then scale it a bit down. And maybe scale it on the Y so it's a little larger. And then turn on snapping and just snap over here. And then it should look something like, I don't know, kind of like extruding. So it needs to be extruding. So it needs to be kind of like on top of it and kind of like this. I don't know. How does it look like? Where's my image? Material preview. Yeah, so it's on top of it, so I'll have to do the same thing. Oh, look at my couch. It's so pretty. All right, but definitely scale it on the X to make it, less of that. And then I'm just trying to see though, is it on top? Huh. So then it's gonna be kind of in the bottom? I don't know. So G and just kind of move it here maybe. And then GZ. Oh my god. I accidentally hit it by accident. So GZ to bring it kind of there. You know what's annoying me? The fact that it's not really round. Let me go to edit mode. Oh no, did I subdivide this? Oh, I did by accident. Oh no. So let me do control. I don't know. I don't think I can go back control. You know what? It's fine. It doesn't matter. Let me just do edit mode. See if I could just select everything and then do control R. No, not there. Control R kind of over here. It's not gonna do anything. Yeah, it's not gonna do anything. All right. No, whatever. Not perfectly round anymore, but whatever. And then I guess this could just be G, and then I don't know why. I just don't know. It feels weird. Is that how it's supposed to be? I don't think so. And it's mostly like on top of this. And then G, Y, kind of like that. I don't even know. Let me look at the image. Um, yeah, that's what it's looking like. It's kind of like on top of the cushion, but I guess it's not that, what is going on? Now it's not letting me zoom in my stuff. Okay, what now? Great. So then maybe I don't know. I'm gonna just do Shift D and then do G and then X to move it over here. It doesn't really matter to me. What if I do something like that? Yeah, it's gonna stay that way. I'm done. Okay, let's see. What else am I missing? So we have the couch. Let me go back to the final picture. And then, oh, the little stepping stools for the couch. So let me go to layout. There we go, beautiful. And then I'll grab the couch. So then I think I can finally make these things like one thing together. So Control J to join, and so now I can call it a couch because they're not gonna have different materials. Okay. Um Couch. Okay. Why is it connected? Bro, are you serious? Okay, Control Z. Okay, so let me select these. I don't know why the top table was selected for some reason. All right, Control J, and then now I call it couch. And if I move it, nothing else should move. Oh my god, no, I forgot the other thing. Okay, so let me do this one and then Control J to join these two as well. Okay, so now everything's fine? Yes, okay. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, just move it up a bit, so GZ, and kind of do some stepping stools. So Shift A and then UV sphere. Where's the UV? Not UV sphere, cylinder. Whoa, and then do, I don't know, 20, doesn't really matter. And then make sure that it's Ngon. How about 50? So it's really, really round. Scale this really, really, really down, and then do GZ, and maybe do like S and then Z, and then right click Shade Smooth, and then go to Material, click on New, maybe do like a white color, but then have it be like metallic 100%, and then roughness really downward so it's shiny. And then let's just bring that down. And then what I'll actually, hold up, let me go here and do G and then Y to kind of move it here, and then also move the couch here so I could kind of work with it. So really what I want is, we'll just move the couch above, and then this over here. First of all, why is it like that? Whatever. Anyway, let me just check the material of it.
Same thing for all.
Oh, they look more gray than white, so how about I just pull that down? Not that it makes a difference. Okay, so G and just, let's do turn on snapping so that it snaps over here to the. Did you just see what? Not Blender crashing on me. Okay, thank God I saved it like a few minutes ago. Let's see, the story of my life. Okay, let's look at render preview. All right, so I have this back how it was now, and I can't even speak. I basically gave it a scale for both on the X and the Y of 0.032, and then I'm gonna give it the same material that I gave it, kind of like a, I don't know, like a gray, kind of like a silver, so metallic, and then roughness downwards, right, something like 0.4, and then maybe scale it a bit on the Z. I don't want it to be too big, and then just turn on snapping here on the face, and then just do G and snap over here. Um, Maybe do G and then Y. Maybe that's too big, so maybe scale it, and then do G again over here, something like that. I don't know. And then just do Alt D and then do G X, so it could be on the other corner, and then do Alt D and then G Y, so it's over here, and then actually I don't even want it to be over there. G and then Y to move it over here, I mean X, and then just another one over here, so that it just snaps to this place here. Okay, perfect. And then I'll just select these and the couch and just do G and then Y and then GZ to snap it to the ground. And there we go. And I don't know if these are too, I'm gonna leave it like that, I don't really care. I don't know if they're too how do you call it? Tall? Higher? I don't even know. Whatever. What if I just cheat and just do a little bit? Let me turn off snapping. GZ. How would this look like? Would this look better? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not even gonna bother scaling it. Whatever. Okay, Control S before it crashes on me again. And I think everything is good. We got the main things. The plant, I have no idea how to do. Um, Let me look at the picture again. So yeah, there's a plant, which I really don't want to do right now, and then there's a side table, which I also don't want to do right now. So what will I do? I don't think I'm gonna do the side table. Or maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. Alright, so I don't know, do I want to do the table? So many things to learn. Let me do the plant. The plant looks, I say that now and then it's not easy. Let me go and follow the tutorial for the plant, if I could ever find it. Whoa, what is that? Alright, and he also adds books, which I watched how he made it, so I'm gonna try to do that. Let me go to layout. I'll do Control S before it crashes again, then do Shift A and then plane, scale it down, G, Z, and then just turn on snapping and then just do G and then put it here or something. And then definitely scale it along the x-axis, so S and then X, so something like that. And then I'll extrude it, so, ooh, wait, no. Okay, what's going on? Go into edit mode by pressing tab, and then E to extrude. Well, let me do turn off snapping, and then Z to extrude on the z-axis, so E and then Z. So something like that. And then select, oops, these faces here, make sure I'm in face select these faces, and then let me try to select the bottom face here as I'm pressing shift. And then I think he said Alt E and then extrude along normals. And basically what this means, it took me a while to learn this, but your faces, a normal in like geometry, is a line perpendicular to the face. So really, if you're looking at this, the top face, there is a line, an imaginary line that is called the normal that is actually pointing upwards. And so when you're saying extrude faces along normals, it's going to extrude it along normal. So it's going to go upwards, and then the one on the right is going to go to the right, and the one at the bottom is going to go to the bottom. So, yeah, I don't know why it's doing that though. Can I do like, so weird. Hold up. So Alt E, and then extrude individual faces or extrude faces along normals. should do something like that, but I don't want it to be too much. Oh, you know why? Yeah, that's not good. Let me do Control Z. I forgot how to actually flip normals. Let me see. Not flip normals. Um, okay, edit mode Alt N. There we go. So Alt N and then flip. And then let me do Alt E and then extrude faces along normals. There we go. Now, okay, nope. Why does it do that? I mean, it works, but it doesn't work. How about I just do Alt E individual faces? But then that happens. I don't want that to happen. Alt E extrude faces along normals. Why does that happen? Hold up. Let me just see if I could find the actual normal. Where are they? No. Solid view mode, and then I think face orientation. That's what it is, but then I'm trying to figure out where the normal is. I know I can see the line, but I don't remember where. No. No. Whatever, I don't remember. But it's not letting me do it. Whatever. Either way, let me turn off the face orientation, which I forgot how to do in like 2 seconds. Where is it? Okay, turn that off. And then go into edit mode, because apparently this thing ain't working. Um, no, Alt E, extrude faces along normals. It's working for the top and the right one, but it's not working for this bottom one here. But you know what? I could just do this manually. I could just select this face here and then just turn on snapping to vertex or actually edge and then just do G and just do this. Wait, no. On the X. There we go. And then do the same thing for this bottom one here. So E and then on the X. And then do that. Okay, same thing. All right. And then in edit mode, I'll go ahead and if I do A, let me see if I could do mesh and split faces by edges. And then P by loose parts. So now I could kind of see how they are. But I want these to be their own thing. So can I do Control J to join those? There we go. And then I just have to make sure that I did the same thing on the back. So let me go to wireframe mode. Oh no, that's going to be way too messy. Yeah, I have to get these and then this one at the bottom. No, I have to go into edit mode and then face select and get this face here. Why is it not letting me do it? Ah, because, oh my god, it's so annoying. I can barely see anything. Okay, then Control J to join these. And then Control J to join these. Okay, so everything should be good. And then if I go into back to solid view mode, okay, let me see. It should all be fine at this moment. All right, it should be fine. Okay, yeah, I think it is. All right, so if I just, oh my god. Okay, whatever. If I just rotate these, no, look at that. It's not actually all joined. That is so annoying. How do I fix this? Let me do Control Z 5,000 times so that it's back into its like own thing. If I do G, Control Z again. Go back into object mode. Still the same thing. I don't even think it's going, yeah, it's like not it. This is really not it. Okay. How about, I mean, at least I got this going for me. How about I just do this again? Let me delete all of this. I'm like really trying to delete everything right now. Okay, how about I just hide the wall? Wait, let me make sure I know what to call it. Okay, hide the wall and select everything here. Deselect this, deselect this. And then delete. Beautiful. And then go to the wall and then unhide it. Okay. So let me try doing that again for the 5,000th time. Let me do Control S, and then this time I'll actually do it somewhere here. So Shift A mesh plane. Where did it go? Okay. And then scale it on the X, right? And then go into edit mode and then extrude on the Z. And then take these edges. And I don't necessarily, okay. Trying to figure it out here. If I go into edit mode and then I select these faces here, and then I say Alt E, extrude faces along normals. Oh, oh, it's because I have to press Alt as I'm doing it. I forgot about that part. But the book is way too thick. So actually, let me do escape. I just remembered. That's so funny. Okay, G. No, let me do S and then Z. Nope. Hold up. Nope. S and then Z. There we go. And then in edit mode, again, select these faces. And then Alt E, extrude faces along normals. And as I'm extruding, I need to extrude as I'm pressing Alt. I don't even know what just happened. Okay. So something like this. Beautiful. There we go. And then, let me look at what he did.
Normals.
Right. So what he did was he went into edit mode and then selected this, I think. Or did he select everything? I think he selected everything. Let me just double check. I don't want to make a mistake. So what he did was he just did Alt and then selected these. Okay, no, selected these, and then these would. What just happened? Well, it's actually not working, which is interesting. Well, you know what? Let me just select them individually then. And go around and just select these. And then I can do Alt E and then extrude faces along normals as I'm pressing Alt. And then do that. And there's my book. So object mode, beautiful. Here's my little book, which is really, really large. So let me do S and then Y to scale. And then S and then X to scale. And then S and Y again to scale. Okay. And then to kind of make it its own thing, I guess. I can just select these and then parent by selection and then make it its own thing. So now I can just go here and go to materials and then just make it white. So if I go to material preview, if this thing crashes again, I'm done. Oh, thank God. Okay. And then I'll make sure that this is object relations, make single user material so that when I change the color of this over here, it doesn't change the color of the other thing. So I could do like red or something. What was it? FFFF0? Whoa, no. Oh, something like this. There we go. All right, and that's kind of it. That's the little book, so that's a new thing I learned. So let me do Control S 5,000 times. And then I'll just scale that to be way smaller than it is right now. And then I'll do Control J. Actually, let me see. Ooh, let me right click shade smooth this. Okay. How do I want to do this? So there's books at the top, there's some at the bottom, there's like different colors. So I guess I'll just do red and blue. So I'll do Shift D. Oops. So I'll select these two and then do Shift D. And then just change the color of this one to be blue, but of course they changed both of them, so I have to do object relations, make single user materials, um, object relations, make single user materials, and then I can change the color. And then I'll just do this again, and then maybe do green or something. I don't know. So object, make sure I'm selecting this one, object relations, make single user materials, and then do like a dark green. Actually, it'll turn dark because it's already in a dark environment. So, and then at this point, I'll just go and select these two things and then do Control J to join, and then these, and then do Control J to join, and then these, and then do Control J to join. Okay, so then now let's just go ahead and bring these. I guess I'll bring them all. I'll do G and then Y, and then do G and then X to move them here, and then G, Y to move them here. Just go back over here. Just kind of do GY, move them over here or something. And then GZ to move them downwards. GY, GX. There we go. Scale them down definitely. Control S to save 5,000 times before it crashes. And then just position them. So this one could be, let's see, this one can be just down here, right? And then it could be rotated a bit. So I'll go to object properties and maybe just rotate it along the Z. No, not the scale, the rotation. Something like that. Just make sure that it's why does it always do that? Okay, scale this down and then just do GZ to make sure it's up top. And then scale this down as well. Do G kind of like over here. Maybe actually do something like this here. And then do one at the top over here. And then do GZ to bring it down. And then GX to move it over here. And then rotate it a bit on the Z axis. And then scale it down a bit. And then maybe duplicate this and then just put this above here on GZ over here. Which is not letting me do because snapping is on, so let me do GZ now. And I think that's good, maybe. Yeah, so that's it. I think this would be better if it's like yellow. Wow, that's nice. So when you join them, you could actually change it, which is really, really cool. So yellow's good because it kind of matches with what it, what's the color theme here. And then he didn't show how to do the plant. He didn't show how to do the table because I guess that was just something he added at the end. So I guess I'll just, I don't know, let me explore stuff. I think that I could look at 3D models. I've never even seen this. This is so cool. Plant. So maybe something like this. Hmm. But it looks a little bland to me. How about I look at a coffee table? No. Um, hmm. Where's my stuff? Oh, duh. Okay, maybe I'll just, I don't know, do I want to create my own coffee table? Let me just search one up. Let's see if I can find one. Free, 3D or Blender, coffee table. All right, so I found this table here in Dimensiva. Do not know how to pronounce that. So let me just download this and then wait for that. I'm going to try to see what kind of file it is so I know what to import. Oh, it's an object. Okay, so let me just select this. Oh, it comes with everything. Okay, so why do I say that like it's a bad thing? It's a good thing. Okay, let me create a new folder, call it table, and then just put these things in there. So put that in there, put these in here, and I think there's a texture is also part of that. Okay, now let me go into Blender, Control S, and then I'm gonna go to File, Import, and Object, Desktop. Where's the table? This is the object, so now it's gonna be imported. That's crazy. That's like a lot. Scale that way down, even more, and even more. Okay, and then to import the textures, let me just do something like G, Y. Then to import those textures, okay, go to shading and then click on new. And as I'm clicking on Principled BSDF, Control Shift T, and then go to desktop, table, texture, Principled texture setup, and then wait for that to happen. And then I think I could just make it up. Let me look at it in material preview. I can barely see it. This is what? I'm going to call it table, and I'm going to click on new, also call it table, if I could find it. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. And then I think I could just go ahead and turn down the roughness, more metallic, right? More shiny. And then as for the color, I don't really know if I want it to be that type of texture. I mean, I don't know. I want it to be black. How do I make it black? Because it ain't letting me. That's the vector, but not really what I want. Can I just connect this here to the vector? Oh yeah, beautiful. And then delete this, and then just delete that, and then just make it black. Oh my god, the texture's not there anymore. So annoying. What if I do tangent? Nope. Very normal. Also no, normal. It doesn't have to have a texture, does it? It's okay. So essentially we don't even need the texture. It's gonna be a black. Oh wait, there was a difference. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. And then what else could I do? I mean, just kind of maybe move it more towards the center. So G and then X. and then layout, Control S, and then what else could I do? Um, not really sure. No idea. Maybe move this a little bit, or move the couch actually. Oh, you know what I could do? I can join the stepping tools of the couch so that they're one and the same. If it actually lets me do it, but it's not. Why is it not letting me do this? And then I kind of need it to be. Okay, there we go. And then unselect this, and then Control J to make it its own thing. It's not even letting me do it. Join. Did it join? No, it did not. Why is it not joining? Oh, whatever. It doesn't even matter. I just wanted to move these things. Oh my god, but now that I wanted to have it. Okay, let me just do G and then Y, bring it a little bit over here. And then, so this could kind of be at the center over here. So G and then Y, move it over here. Right? And then this would kind of be closer. Why are these things selected? Maybe it was better to have this over there. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Whatever, it's okay. And then I guess the last thing I would do, is try to get a plant. I don't know. Let me see if they have plants. All right, so I decided to literally forget about the plant for now because I saw the iPhone and I'm gonna just open it up, right? And then I'm gonna click on it and then move these to my desktop. I'm just gonna put this on top. It's just kind of like, something to put on the coffee table. Oh my God, maybe I can even look into extra stuff because like why model if there's like free models, you know? So, what am I gonna call it? Phone? And then put that in here, put that there. And then I think the texture is also part of that. And then do Control S to save, and then File, Import, Object, and then I think it's this old one. Trying to find the phone, Object, and I have to scale that. Oh no, that is the other one. Why is it? No, I don't want that. Import, Object, Desktop, Phone. Why is it the same thing? I'm so confused. File, import. Did I do the wrong thing? Hmm. Oh, I did. Why is it downloading the same thing? Oh, there we go. Okay, so now click on that and then move all these things into the desktop. I wonder, is there no texture? And then just click on folder, call it iPhone, put these in here, and then go back in here and file. Oh, it's already there. Desktop. Okay. Where's the iPhone? Okay, here. Import that. The texture isn't even there. I guess I could just give it a black texture. And then I could just scale this really low and then rotate R on the X90 so it's flat. and then turn on snapping to face. So when I do this, it just snaps over here, and then maybe GZ to bring it up a bit. And I think is it fine? Okay, Control S, and then give it a material, give it black material here. And then it should work, right? Make sure that's there. Obviously, a phone is never that big. And then instead of black, let me do white or red. And then just rotate it on the Z, kind of like this way. Kind of put it here. I'm just not sure, like, why is it like that? Okay, whatever. So that's one thing. I don't know, what else do I want to add? It doesn't even look like a phone. Am I sure that I got the right files? Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. So let me look at downloads, iPhone. Huh, that's so weird. Okay, whatever. I'm just still trying to look for a plant, to be honest with you. So plant, Blender, 3D model. Alright, so I found something. I don't even know if I like it. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna download it. Um, is it not downloading? Oh, okay. And while it's doing that, I'm gonna try to download another one and see if which one I like better. So let's see. Let me go back for plant. I think I saw one earlier that I liked. So maybe one of these. So I'll wait for that to happen as well. Okay, so I need this one. I actually forgot about that. I downloaded these, right? So I'm gonna go into Blender and then do Control S because I don't want it to crash. Um, and then File, Import Object. And I think it's gonna import multiple objects. I think it's this one. Yeah, that's like a lot. So GZ to bring it up, and really the one that I want, I think is mostly this one, the most vertical one. So I'm gonna bring that down, scale it, and then do GZ to bring that down, GY, and then I'll go ahead and scale it even more. Then do GZ here, turn on snapping, G over here, and then just put it in there. Just kind of make sure that it's right there in the corner. GZ, right? Oops, where did it go? And then I think that's good. Maybe GY, so it's a little bit over there, and then turn that off, Control S. And then as for the materials, I also downloaded that, so let me go to shading, and then click on new material here. And I'll do Control Shift T. I'll go to downloads. Nope. Desktop. Where's my stuff? Let me go see. I think it's this one. No. Oh, it's in a weird format. How in the world am I supposed to get this now? I don't think I can get that. Yeah, it's not gonna let me. Oh well. And if I just do base color, I don't think it's gonna let me What if I just do, I can't even pick the color. Oh, I can look at, oh my God, this is amazing. It allows me to do that. Wow, individually. So it was like previously like separate objects, and then it's now allowing me to do this. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, this is like amazing. What does it even look like in the picture? It's like a brownish. And then this at the top, the leaves are green, like a dark green. Let me see. I think that's good. And then for the texture, I mean, don't really feel like doing the texture, but yeah, let me look at how it looks like here. I think that's good. And then I could just maybe, I don't know, do I want to scale that? And then move it on the X. And maybe move it a little bit up. So GX and then GY. And I can do Shift D and do one over here. Okay, I think that's fine. It looks really cute. And I think that's it for today. Yeah. Yep. So let me go ahead and delete this, and then let me go to layout, and then do Control S, and then go to render preview, and then time to, put my camera in here. So maybe, what I could do is just do G. Oh no, I can't do that. I'm trying to get these things to join, but they won't let me join. So this one, this here at the bottom, this and this. I want to do Control J so that they join together. Perfect, finally. And then I could just do G and then Y, kind of move it this way. And then I don't know how I would do it. Maybe do something like this. You know what's missing? This. Can't even tell the difference. It's mostly on the bottom. Hmm. Whatever. It's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe do something like this over here. So then I would have to rotate this way. And then I'll do Control Alt Numpad 0. So that aligns my camera to the view. If that doesn't work, go to Edit, Preferences, Input, make sure, nope, that's the wrong thing. No, yeah. Input and make sure Emulate Numpad is on. If that still doesn't work, make sure you have a camera in the first place, do Shift A and add a camera. To get out of this view, middle mouse button. To go back into the view, Numpad 0. So really, let me just kind of maybe make this a little better. Zoom out it. Okay, I think that's good. And then I can Control S, and then I can just go ahead and render image, and then I can kind of see what the final result is. All right, and this is it. Really proud of this. Learned a few things, learned how to extrude on normals, learned how to kind of make that table and, shrink it. That was really nice. Learned how to make the couch, which was a really good thing. And then learned how to make the cushions, which was also a good thing. I also learned, the point of faces, which was great. And then got a little practice with image textures and found out how to make LED lights, I guess. And yeah, things are good. Oh, and I also learned how to do the books, which is great. And yeah, very exciting. And then the only thing I would want to do, let me just make sure that what was the color of the actual thing? There was a shadow. It's more like, how do I make it? I don't know if I want to continue working on this because the lighting here is so much better. Let me try. Okay, let me just try something. Let me just try something. So maybe if I do Shift D, or actually I could just increase. Trying to see. No, let me do Control Z. What if I get one of these here and then do Shift D and then do GY, just rotate it on the Z, kind of like over here, and then just do GX to kind of move it here, rotate it on the Z. Would that be better? And this light over here is almost as if it's like a white light instead. Something like that. But I don't want it to be too much. You do GY to move it here. And then I think this is the same thing here. So if I make this like 500, and then make this like white, and maybe move it a little bit over here. And then I think it does kind of the same thing. Maybe to scale it would be good. And do something like that. Right. And then over here, this would kind of be a little less. And then there's obviously shadow in the back, so that means that there's light coming from the back also. So I'll just take this and then do Shift D and just rotate on the Z axis like so, and then just do GY to bring it back, and then GX to move it over here. And then it should make kind of like a shadow, but then not really because it depends. And then this over here, I could do Shift D, right? Like kind of move it over here because if you can see, it's kind of like light at the bottom here. So I could just rotate on the X 90 degrees and then do GZ and then do GY, something like that, and then do GX. This is a mess, but it's okay. Um, do something like that and then numpad 0, see how that looks like. I don't know, do I like that? I feel like it's way too light over here. So bringing this up would be a little bit better. And it's mostly, I don't know. What if I do 200? It's kind of more like over here than over there. And it's more like, let's see, it's more like kind of this way. So let me do that. But I don't want it to be shiny here, which is a problem. Let me see, is it even shiny? I have to get better at lighting, I really do. I don't even think I need this. But then this would have to be way, oops, not this. Where's the LED light? I don't know. could just bring these things a little bit more forward. No, not even sure. Do I like it that way or do I like it the way that it was? Obviously not this. I think this looks so much better. Um, yeah. Okay, so let me render this image then. All right, and then I added two more lights at the top so that I could kind of get shadows. So let me render this image and see what that gives me. All right, so I think it's so much better. Let me actually show you what the other one was. If I go to desktop, I saved it actually, Blender, renders, and I selected, this is what it was. It looked very plain, like the background. So you can clearly see the difference between, oops, let me save this. Let me actually get out, I'm done with this. Um, let me save this as R2. Okay, so let me get out of here, save, and open that up so you can see the difference. All right, so this is kind of the difference. Although, this is very, I don't know, which one's better? Never mind, let me open that right back up. I gotta fix the kind of the backlighting. I don't know, it looks better like from the front, but not so much in the back. So I'm gonna try to fix that here. I have no idea how to fix that. I'm just gonna play around until I fix it. So yeah, that's kind of the difference here. I don't know. Looked very like plain. And then here you can see the more of like a shadow. I just don't like that it's like very, very light at the top over here. So let me go to Blender, try to fix that. I don't know how I'm gonna fix that, but huh. I kid you not, I have no idea. What if I just do G and then X and then 0? Does it work? A little. I would just have to do S and then Y to scale this like this. And then I think that might work. So I could do Control S to save and then let's do render image and see what that gives me. All right, there we go. I think this is so much better. So let me save as, and I'm gonna call it, what's today? Oh, did I do, okay, 9/17/22 R3 for like render 3. Why do I have PNG 2 times? And then go to desktop. Where's my Blender? It's so messy. Okay, renders, put that in there, and then let me exit out of here, save that. Okay, now let's see. So let me open this up also. Okay, so look at the difference. So definitely better. I think I like it. And then in comparison to this one, nope, wrong one. To this one, definitely so much better. All right. I really have no idea how to play or like how to use with, how to use lighting. I'm just like messing around until it looks good, but maybe one day I'll know what I'm doing. But yeah, this is it for today. I'm gonna go now. Bye.